So what in the world did I buy? I bought me a Winnebago. I bought a Winnebago toy. This is an original from the 70s, Tonka Winnebago Indian. I've been on the hunt for one of these for a long time, longer than I'd like to admit. They're around. I just didn't want to pay collector's value. A lot of people want a lot of money for these in pristine condition, and I do want this in pristine condition, but I wanted to do it. I wanted to restore one, if you will. This one has seen some better days, if you will, but that's going to make it fun. I'm going to completely restore this thing. I'm going to do some stuff with the interior because they do actually it's a play set, so you can open it up and there's an interior you can play camp with. So I'm going to touch up the interior, get some new windows in it because it is missing most of the windows. So we're going to get new windows in it, but we're going to do more than just redo this thing, if you will. No, I like to dump money into things. And it just so happens that an Axial SCX10 RC crawler chassis has the exact same wheelbase, length, and width. Perfect, right? So we're going to modify the old Winnebago. We're going to get the axles out of this thing. I have to reduce some weight because this thing weighs a ton. I got to get that whole chassis and underbody out of it. Get it fitted to this, and that's only half the battle. Sure, cool, we have an RC Winnebago then. But no, I want to go for badass. I want the coolest RC Winnebago you've ever seen. So I've already been shopping. I like to get things before I start projects so I can just consume myself with it. So let's take a look at what I've already got. Piling this stuff up here. That's what I have for now. I'm actually still waiting on a couple of things. But first things first, I have some new springs. I only needed one set of springs out of here, but I bought the whole kit. I need the heavy-duty springs out of here because that Winnebago chassis is so heavy, and that RC chassis was not designed for that, so I do have to kind of snap it back up a little bit. On that note, I also have some different tires. Now, the wheels and tires on the crawler now are actually really high quality crawler tires. Axial does pretty good tires out of the box. The problem is RC crawler tires are extremely soft and squishy. So with all that extra weight, they're going to look like flat tires. So these tires are actually for a short course truck. They're a little bit more rigid, so hopefully I don't have as much of that sag that I'm anticipating. I've got some fender flares, because why would we do a lifted off-road truck and not put fender flares? Now, these are sized for a Jeep Cherokee, so I'm gonna have to possibly do some modifying to the wheel wells to make these fit. That's okay, I own a Dremel. Got some rock sliders because, again, off-road build, we're gonna put rock sliders. Now I want you to keep in mind that every single one of these parts that are on here are also metal. So one is gonna be really cool, but I'm probably going to add just as much weight as I'm removing. On the note of the rock guards, I have a steel rear bumper. This one's not real exciting. It does have a hitch on it so that I can potentially tow. I have some different ideas for that. I've actually got one of those cargo basket things that goes into your hitch. 10 scale that is on the way that will fit into this bumper. So there's a little cargo rack on the back of this thing. The front bumper is that's where the business is at. I got the front bumper with the big cow pusher or whatever you want to call it. Again, this is also 100% metal. I think it's going to look really slick on there. I think I should have started with, I'm going with a black and white paint scheme on the Winnebago with red accents. Now, both the front and the rear bumper, I'm not going to open all these tiny pieces right now, but they've also got some cool tow hardware and stuff red tow hooks and things like that. I've got some new front headlights because the headlights on the Winnebago are, for one, not real. These are actual real lights, but they're also entirely new cans and everything that will make it a lot easier and make it more usable light, if you will. Now on the note of light, I've also got a ton of different marker signal lights and all of that stuff. Every single marker light that would be in existence on an RV is going to be working. I have all of those. I've got a full lighting controller for tail lights, brake lights, turn signals. So from the controller, all of that stuff, reverse lights, all of it will actually work as the vehicle is moving. I've got a really nice little cargo roof rack. Again, 100% metal. I don't know if the noise canceling on my mic is even picking that up. And then on that roof rack, there is also 6 like KC highlights, like old school lights that are going to go across the front of it. And again, those will be tied into the lighting controller so that all of it is able to be controlled from the controller. I can turn, you know, the roof lights on and off. I am trying to find like a 10th scale little searchlight. You know, some of these older RVs used to have searchlights on them. And I also have, again, I have a couple parts that aren't here yet. I'm going to get this started kind of once I have everything. Like I said, I really consume myself with these things. But once those parts get here, we're going to get on it. Those parts being, which this one was a little harder to find, the mirrors. I ordered some 10th scale mirrors that are really made for like older semis, like a Peterbilt. So they have that old like metal frame to them, like old mirrors did on motorhomes. The new windows are going to be 3D printed because I'm just going to do them in black. They're going to be tinted or blacked out windows. I'm not going to sit here and try and cut out acrylic windows for this thing or anything like that. There is a guy on eBay who sells replacement glass, but I'll be honest with you, I'm not 100% tied to redoing the interior yet. I'm not like a model builder or dollhouse builder, so I don't know if I'm going to take that on. And I think if I do tinted windows, at least it will give me the option to not have to do that in the future, and I could just worry about barricading the back. So we'll just put a little action figure for the driver and passenger in the thing. But stay tuned, because here shortly I will be converting this Winnebago Tonka into an awesome off-road crawly RC truck. It's got some, you know, a little bit of modification to do. But stay tuned. We'll have this up soon. In the meantime, if you guys want to see some more RV tech tips, tricks, and even tutorials, make sure you guys press that subscribe button.